YouTube. This is Blushing Beauty Reborns here. I'm coming here with the May Ling kit from Paradise Galleries. So this is going to be the disassembly video before we remove the paint and apply new paint. So we're going to go ahead and reborn the reborn. So first, let's go ahead and get this baby undressed and get her disassembled. Okie doke, so clothes are off. Now let's go ahead and start undoing these zip ties. Okay guys, so I just took off one of the leg limbs and I just want to show you what was inside of it. There's just a little piece of plastic that's inside. I guess that holds the contents in the limbs. As you can see, the limbs are very squishy, so my guess is that there are no glass beads in here. But there is some polyfill and we are going to go ahead and reuse that when we go to stuff the baby again. So here is me taking the stuffing out of the baby. There's still some down here in the foot, but that just gives you an idea of what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you guys how I took the limb off, just in case you're wanting to switch out your doll body, because this doll body isn't the greatest. I mean, I don't know how you feel about these sewn up joints, but I don't like those. Anyway, this is what you have to do to expose the zip tie. So you have to kind of like cut right at the area where the zip tie is with a pair of sharp scissors, as I am doing. Okay. And then I don't know if you can see, but there is the zip tie. And we will just go ahead and kind of get our scissors situated under the zip tie, like so, and then cut. Okay. That's the inside. This is the jointed area. I'm going to reuse this polyfill. Let's do the arm now. Again, using sharp scissors, cut at the area where the zip tie is to expose it. There's the exposed zip tie. Get your scissors situated underneath of the zip tie without damaging the vinyl, please. Okay, so there we go right there. And we cut. The last thing we're going to detach is the head using the same method. The zip tie. Okay, the zip tie on the head is right on the back here. Okay, as you can see, this is a Ping Lao kit. So we'll go ahead and cut the fabric, because once again we're going to be putting a new doll body on here, so we don't need to salvage the old fabric. Okay, so there's the zip tie exposed. Let's go ahead and situate our scissors under the zip tie once again. Okay, and cut. There's the head. All right, so whatever the contents are remaining in this doll body, just go ahead and put it aside, because we will be using it later. That's the inside of the head. This one's a little more difficult to get out, this little plug here. Oh my goodness, you are difficult. There we go. I'm guessing there's only polyfill in this head because it's so light. But let's just start getting this stuff out of here. Yeah, it's just polyfill. So we'll be back after I remove all of this polyfill, and then we'll remove the eyes and we'll see if we can salvage these eyelashes. Here's a photo of the completely disassembled kit. Okay, so at this time, the baby has been disassembled. These are the eyes that were in the baby. They kind of have like a squoval type of shape. Here's the doll body that we will be tossing. Here's the baby without eyes. And these are the limbs. Okay, so welcome back. This is where we will go ahead and strip the paint off of the baby. For the sake of time, I am just going to go ahead and remove the paint from the baby's head on video so that you guys will know how to do this at home as well. So to do this, you will need some acetone, a microfiber cloth. This one's kind of dirty, but you need one of these guys to protect your hands. You'll need a pair of these thick vinyl, like dishwashing gloves. So you'll need those to protect your hands. A toothbrush to get into the crevices. And I also use a little glass dish so that I can use that to dip inside to grab some of the acetone to get into the crevices. Okay, so let's get started. First, we're just going to go ahead and put on our gloves. And I am in the garage now because the smell of the acetone is so strong, but please make sure you're in a well-ventilated space. I'm going to take my little microfiber cloth here. Pour a little acetone on. Okay, we'll see how this starts removing the paint. Hopefully it does a good job. Wow, look at that. This part is pretty self-explanatory. Let's speed it up. After removing the paint, you'll want to give her a nice scrub with soap and water and a brush to get all the excess paint and spots and things like that off of her. So the next step here, this will be step number 4, would be to clean the baby. So we've already removed all of the baby's paint with acetone, so it was fairly easy to get the paint off of the toes and hands because there was only just minimal blushing right here on the uppermost part of the hand and on the foot. So it was easy to get the paint off. Now we're going to go ahead and clean it. I'm just going to show you quickly how I go ahead and clean my doll kits. So first we're going to start with a little bit of dish soap, good old dish soap. Just pump that on the baby. Okay, rub it all over. I mean, this is easy stuff. I take a little nail brush. This one has lots of mohair in it, sorry, from rooting. Let's go ahead and scrub the baby really good. Apologize if splatters get on the camera lens, but this is what I do. Get them nice and covered, coated with soap. There's some mohair on here from, I used this for my last doll that I made, so I'm sorry if it appears. So some scrubby, and we will rinse. You can even wash on the inside too, just in case soap gets in there. Doesn't hurt. High power this thing here. And when you're cleaning the baby, Lukewarm to warm hot water is best, because you want to try to get that paint off. And the hot water helps to remove that stubborn paint that wouldn't come off with the acetone. So use lukewarm to hot water to remove the excess paint. And there you have it. You want to complete scrubbing the remaining parts, and the next step is painting. All right, well, you've reached the end of my part 1 video on reborning this Paradise Galleries baby Mei Ling kit. She looks a little bit shiny now, but don't worry. Once we start painting her, she will develop a nice and beautiful matte finish.